Hello, hello. It is time for hashtag Postmas 2024. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this shaped card, which is a Christmas house. If you like it, I'm going to show you step by step, and you don't really need any special cutting dies. I've got 6 by 12 inches cut base, and I'm going to cut it slightly smaller. So now my panel measures 4.5 by 12 inches. I'm going to fold it in half, which is like scoring in half at 6 inches, folded burnish, and my cut base is ready. Now we have to decorate it, and I decided to create the house. So I'm going to use a brick wall embossing folder from Made to Surprise, and my panel is measuring 4.5 by 6 inches. As you can see, the texture is absolutely amazing here. I'm going to use 2 Distress Oxide inks in Broken China and Prize Ribbon. I really like that organic look. I'm going very gently with my ink blending tool, so this way it's going to look more realistic. If you haven't heard about hashtag Postmas 2024, it is hosted by Katarina. Together with Monica, Paper Mona, every single morning for 12 days, we're going to give you a different inspiration for Christmas cards that you can easily post. That was the whole idea. So they're going to be nearly super flat. So it's not that expensive to send them to someone special for this festive season. Now, when this is ready, I've got the leftover from my cut base. I'm going to cut it in half, so I've got 1.5 by 6 inches. And I'm going to create a roof with it. All I have to do is to use my ruler. I'm going to measure 1/2 inch at the top from the left and the right side. So it is 1/2 inch from each side at the top. When this is ready, then I'm going to use my trimmer and I'm going to cut those triangles off where the mark is to the corner at the bottom. And my trimmer from Craft Stash is absolutely amazing. I really love it, especially when I create fancy folds and also smaller elements as well. When this is ready, then you don't really need any special embossing folder. I'm going to show you my trick how to create a roof with lots of texture. And actually, it is easier than you think. Have you ever created a house-shaped card? If you haven't, I really hope you'll feel inspired. So now I'm going to put my element on the scrap piece of paper. I've got tea dye, distress oxide ink, and ground espresso. I'm going to apply the lighter brown first and a little bit of the darker brown. When this is ready, then I'm going to use my scoring tool to create texture. And to do it, I need extra cushion underneath. So I need a little bit more scrap paper. I'm going to put it here, then turn over my panel and use my scoring tool to create a pattern. I understand that it's not very easy to see white on white here, but wait for it. When I turn it over and when I apply a little bit more ink, you will see the pattern easily. Have you ever created texture in your cards this way? Or maybe you have a better trick? Please let me know in the comments down below. As I told you, hashtag Postmas 2024 is hosted by Katarina. All the information is in the description down below. If you'd like to take part in our challenge, all you have to do is to look at our videos, obviously subscribe to our channels if you're new, and create a very flat card that will be easy to post. And every single day we've got a different prompt. Today we've got shaped cards. And if you want to check all the other videos, go to our channels. And Monica Paper Mona also creates beautiful projects, so stay tuned to all our videos because we're going to have more inspiration coming your way. Now I've got the same distress oxide inks in tea dye and ground espresso colors. And I'm going to apply the color very gently first. And when this is ready, then you can see the texture. How cool is that? I really like this technique and I haven't used it in a very long time. So I thought today is the day. So when this is ready, then I can put it at the top of my card and then decorate the house even more. And I really wanted to challenge myself, and I'm going to use literally scraps of white card to decorate my Christmas card. But first, let's put the front panel on a card base. And to do it, I'm going to use my liquid glue because I do have time to maneuver it if it's not on a straight line. So when this is ready, then I'm going to put the roof and I'm going to line it up with the top fold. And this way it will fit in 6 by 6 inches envelope. What is your preferred card size? Because I do love 6 by 6 inches cards, and actually in Poland it is not that expensive to send them. It's actually the same price as 5 by 7 inches. That's why I'm creating those ones. Using one of the cutting dies from my stash, I created that paper ribbon. But if you don't have it, of course you can use a cotton ribbon as well, and that will be perfectly fine. I wanted to achieve, let's say, an ice and snow effect on the roof. But to be honest, I didn't add any snow at the roof and also on the house because I thought, no, I don't need it. I like it the way it is because sometimes it snows and sometimes it doesn't. So now let's create the door. I'm using a scrap piece of paper, so I've got 1.5 by 2.25 of an inch. Now I'm going to put some scrap piece of paper underneath. I'm going to use my metal ruler and a craft knife. And whenever you use it, please be very careful because you don't want to cut your fingers. I'm going very gently here and I'm pressing so I do create a door frame. And that was the idea behind this element. Now I'm going to get rid of the excess, but don't put it away because I'm going to use it for the front door, which is really cool. And I'm going to show you. Now I'm going to create another frame slightly wider. So this way I'm going to have a little bit of dimension and interest on my card. So when this is ready, then we can assemble those two rectangles together. And again, I'm going to use my liquid glue. I wonder, have you started creating your Christmas cards? If you have, please let me know. How many have you created so far? I really like this challenge because not only I have to push my creativity to the limit sometimes, but also I will be ready for the festive season. And I think this is such a great idea. As I told you, Katerina is hosting this challenge. Now, with the leftover piece, I'm going to add a little bit of texture here and also color as well. So I'm using my scoring tool again and my metal ruler. And this is super easy. So if you've never ever tried this technique, I really encourage you to give it a go. Because this way you can design any house shape with any element that you want. So when this is ready, I'm going to apply the same brown distress oxidings as well. So it's going to match with the roof on my house. How often do you use distress inks or distress oxidings in your cards? Do you have your favorite color? If you've seen my previous video in hashtag Postmas 2024, you know that I actually focus on blue color here because I love it and I think it is very special for Christmas. As you can see, I'm adding the lighter and the darker brown here and we can see that texture, which is really cool. When this is ready, I'm going to assemble those three rectangles together. I'm going to put the narrowest frame at the top. So this way I do have some more interest. And again, I'm using my liquid glue because I do have time to maneuver the elements, which is super cool. And something is missing on the door, but I'm going to add it at the very end. So now I'm going to place my door on a card and what we have to do is to create couple of windows. I was wondering what shape should they be. But I thought let's make it as easy as possible today. So I'm going to show you that with 4 scrap pieces of paper, you can easily create windows. So I've got 1 by 1 inch 4 squares. And first, I'm going to use my craft knife and I'm going to create a frame as well. And with the leftover from the middle of my element, I'm just going to put it away. I don't need it. And when this is ready, I need 3 more squares like this. And then using another piece of scrap paper, I created some very narrow lines. So this way I can add it to the inside of my card. Super cool, right? If you do like craft knife, this card is perfect for you. But if you don't, you can always use some cutting dice, or especially nesting dice with the squares, and that will be perfectly fine. So when this is ready, as you can see, I've got 4 windows, and to make sure they look a little bit better, I'm going to use very narrow lines. And as you can see, they are super narrow. So all I have to do now is to turn over my windows, and I'm going to put a very small dot of glue. And then I'm going to place those narrow lines. And when this is ready, I'm going to turn it over and cut the excess off. So with those 3 pieces of card, I created 3 windows. And then I cut 1 more line from my scrap piece of paper and I'm going to apply it to the last window. Have you ever used that technique for your cards? If you haven't, it is super fun. As I told you, every single day we're going to have a different prompt for you for hashtag Postmas 2024. And if you haven't seen our videos, I really encourage you to give it a go. And also, in the description down below, I left the links to Katarina's and Monica's videos for today as well. And I can tell you, the shapes are simply amazing. I'm pretty sure you've never seen Christmas cards like these before. So please check all those videos. You won't be disappointed. So now I'm nearly done with my last window and then I can place them at the front of the card. And then decisions. What sentiment you going to use on the card? But I do have a solution for you. On Buy Me a Coffee website, I put Christmas sentiments for you both in Polish and English for free. Now I've got 4 squares measuring 1 inch by 1 inch and I'm going to add some blue color. This time I'm only going to apply 1 color, which is broken china, because that prize ribbon on the brick wall I think is enough. I don't really need any darker blue here. So that's why I decided to have broken china. And that's it. And when this is ready, I can assemble it with all the windows. So it is super easy. If you want, you can also create some curtains as well. Or if you have some small stamps, you can put some images inside as well. I think that would be super cool. If you don't want to use distress oxide inks to add the color, you can also use some alcohol markers as well. And that will be perfectly fine. Before you move on to the next step, I do encourage you to make sure that the glue is set, because this way everything will be where you want and it's not going to move on your card. So as you can see, I'm putting all those windows to the side for a minute. And when they're ready, I'm going to place them on my card. And I really like that blue Christmas house. Do you like it as well? I really hope you do. And that paper ribbon really adds more interest to the roof of the house. If you agree with me, please let me know in the comments down below. So I'm going to place the windows on the ground floor first, and then I'm going to line up them on the first floor. And that was the easiest way for me to do it. If you want, you can also use the grid on your mat, or you can follow the embossed brick wall here, and that will be absolutely fine. Now we have to add the sentiment, and these are the ones in Polish. As I told you, you can get them for free on Buy Me a Coffee website. Just to make sure all the elements are going to match on my card, I'm using Distress Oxide ink in Price Ribbon color, just to add it on the border here. And when this is ready, I can assemble it at the front of the card and it's going to be completed. What I really like about it, there is plenty of space to write your message inside, and it also stands proudly on a flat surface. So, the card is complete. What do you think about it? Do you like it? Now, the very last thing I have to add is the doorknob using my alcohol marker. How cool is that, right? How many Christmas cards do you send? Maybe this year you're going to send more. So don't forget about our hashtag Postmas2024 and a shaped card. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And stay tuned because tomorrow I'm going to have a different Christmas card for you. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting. Bye!